Welcome to the Dreamlands, and we're back with some more Deserts of Kharak multiplayer. This time it's going to be a 2v2 on Firebase Kriil. A really cool map, you've seen it before. This matchup will be myself and MooSah versus Empty Soul and rompafrolic. A couple of weeks ago we played this game and it was super fun. And it's also got a pretty unique... it's unique in the sense that there's all four factions. But before we jump into that, I just want to talk about a few things for a couple of minutes. I have an absolute ton of replays to cast. People have sent me like a lot, so there is going to be a ton of games coming up in the next few weeks. In addition to that, now that I've finished part 1 and part 2 of my lore series, I'm going to be uploading the campaign, a full campaign playthrough for Deserts of Kharak. I'm going to start uploading it tomorrow. And I have a number of other things planned for the near future, so there's going to be a lot more variety in terms of content coming up in the near future for my channel. So you may notice within the next couple of days that I kind of reorganized the layout of my channel. I'm just going to organize things into playlists so it's a little bit easier to differentiate. However, I did create a Twitter account for this channel. The link will be in the video description, so follow that link. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. You'll get notifications every time I post a video, and it'll be a little bit easier to follow what's going on. However, I have some really cool stuff planned for the future, so stay tuned. Now, with that said, let's jump into this game. So spawning on the south side of Firebase Kriil, a classic map, had tons of good games on this. Team 1 will be myself playing as the Khaaneph forces, and my teammate will be MooSah playing as the coalition forces on this gorgeous map. On the north side, spawning Team 2 will be Empty Soul playing as the Soban fleet, and his teammate will be rompafrolic playing as the Gaalsien. So this is going to be a Khaaneph coalition versus Soban Gaalsien, one of each faction. Very cool on an awesome map, super fun game. Let's pop into the sensors manager here real quick to see what's going on. Now I've gone for a semi-economic opener. I am mining off of 2 locations. I recycled my starting base runner, and I'm teching up directly to assault ships. Now MooSah has gone full out economic opener. He actually went support cruiser first. So this can be pretty dangerous, but he's bringing his carrier to the front line, and he has a very nice turret placement here. So this is going to totally protect him, and it's very good that he actually placed that down, because rompafrolic has gone for the double production cruiser build, so super aggressive build, and he has now spammed a ton of sand skimmers and is getting totally aggressive with them. But once again, this carrier and that turret especially was able to see that off. rompafrolic only lost 2 sand skimmers, so that's pretty nice. On the other side of the map, I've teched directly to assault ships. I'm now pushing out mid to try and capitalize on this window of opportunity to do as much damage as I can with these assault ships. However, Empty Soul is coming in for a bit of harassment, and it's going to force me to pull back my assault ships and deal with this. Now I've sent my base runner to grab this artifact, and some nice smoke is going to help protect it. Because on the back of this harassment, Empty Soul has grabbed an artifact. He is definitely going to deliver it. There's no way I can stop him. So I'm going to try and keep it even in terms of artifacts and get one of my own in there. My assault ships are definitely going to be able to completely shut this down. Assault ships like totally hard counter LAVs for the most part. In sufficient numbers, LAVs can take on assault ships because they don't have very much armor. But they just do so much damage, so you have to be very careful. But we have a gunship on the field already. Empty in his goddamn gunships, I gotta say. Really fun though, a fun build. Empty's really good at it. It's fun to watch. I do enjoy it. I just don't enjoy it when this is happening to me or my teammate. So what MooSah wants to do is he needs to split his salvagers. Like, don't leave them. If this is happening to you, don't leave them together like this. Just grab 2, send them over here, grab 2, send them up here, grab 2, send them back there. But as it stands, that's some pretty nice micro with his support cruiser. Able to just keep these salvagers up. So he only lost 2 actually. So really, really good play by MooSah. And on this side, the problem that we see is with this double production cruiser, there's just so much production capability that rompafrolic has this left side locked down. MooSah does not have the required unit count or unit composition to be able to dislodge this, so I'm not going to be able to deliver this artifact, and Team 2 is going to take the lead. However, I'm going to try and get this base runner off the field while I can, knowing that Empty Soul only really has a gunship, which, yes, it is a threat, but I have now begun to produce missile ships, so that's going to keep me pretty safe. However, it is going to delay my siege cruiser tech quite substantially. Missile ships are pretty goddamn expensive, so not ideal, but necessary.
Missile ship online.
Now things have kind of stabilized out a little bit. Team 2 both mining off of 2 resource locations. Team 1 both mining off of 2 resource locations. So in terms of economy, both teams pretty even. MooSah needs to get some AAVs. Yeah, he's got them. He needs to get some railguns on the field. I mean, he could make do with just AAVs and LAVs. And he's going to try and get some railguns here, but he does not want to take this engagement. This is just way too many skimmers, and they're just going to absolutely start chewing through all these LAVs. 2 go down. Might get a third. Nope, they aren't. Nice control by MooSah there. So he's able to only lose 2. And once he starts getting railguns on the field, he will be in a pretty good shape. And now I have an overwhelming number of assault ships on the field, so this is nice. It should allow me to put some serious pressure through the middle of the map, which is exactly what I'm doing. And this is going to force rompafrolic to move back and allow MooSah to kind of move forward and camp this left side of the map and just dislodge him a bit, which is exactly what we need to do. Now, rompafrolic has grabbed another artifact, but he is not bringing it in. So, kind of a little artifact standoff going on here. Now, I'm splitting up my assault ships a bit. I'm going to send these over here to buy myself some time for these 4 to come in and harass. And on the back of that, I'm going to be able to deliver this artifact with my base runner. So that is going to tie it up for the 1-1.
Point mapped. Place all charges. Move to destination. Armored unit lost. Friendly unit engaging hostiles. Destination. Enemy base runner inbound on sensor.
But these railguns over on this side of the map, this gunship, they have pushed off my armored, my assault ships, which are now suiciding into armed logistics modules for no apparent reason. Let's pretend we just didn't see that because that was incredibly stupid. Don't ever do that. Unfortunately, I totally overextended those units and they were totally trapped in mid. There's nothing I can do. So I tried to get a little bit of economic harassment done, but that was not very effective. And now MooSah has all of his railguns totally out of position. If rompafrolic wants to, he can capitalize on this right now, and he should be doing that. He spots it. He wants to take these out. These LAVs are going to come in, though, and that should be enough to see these skimmers off. Where are MooSah's AAVs? Okay, so he's now producing more AAVs. This is a really good composition. This is exactly what he needs. The 3 kind of basic coalition units. Now, he has gone for another artifact, but that base runner is in serious shit. But a nice turret placement again. That's actually going to save this base runner. I like it. Now if you can get that artifact in, we will actually have the lead.
Salvager awaiting orders. We need more CUs. Rally point marked.
Acknowledge.
Looks like I'm starting to mine off of 3 locations now. And I'm teching to siege cruisers. Yep. Research is done. I should be producing siege cruisers shortly, and that's going to be quite nice. They can be extremely difficult to deal with, as you probably know if you've seen my videos before. So pretty nice plays here by all parties. Oh, and a big flank by Empty Soul coming in. He is probably going to try and snipe this base runner, and he can get it if he tries, actually. He's going for it, and yeah, he is going to bring down that base runner. So that is going to keep the game tied up, and now he is just going to flee with his LAVs, supporting air support from the gunship. Is that gunship going to go down? Oh, it just barely survives, man. That gunship is just going to be a thorn in our side all game.
Hostile railgun detected.
Empty loves his gunships and his LAVs, man. What else can I say about the guy? Holy crap, but look at what happened over here. MooSah got totally dislodged from this position. So nice play by rompafrolic. He was able to capitalize on Empty's aggression and the ensuing chaos and just sweep in with a large wing of skimmers and totally dislodge MooSah. And now he's gonna kill my base runner. I didn't notice that MooSah had been pushed off, and so I was sending a base runner in with an artifact, and that is going to get taken down as well. Really, really nice plays by Team 2 here. They were able to prevent us from delivering 2 more artifacts, which at this stage in the game at 3-1 would have been very significant. Because don't forget that every artifact that you deliver actually gives you 1 additional power on your carrier. And, oh, I've pushed out big here. My siege cruiser is now leading a charge, and this is going to be a problem for Empty Soul. These things are tanks, they are beasts, and they are very, very deadly. And I don't know what the hell Empty's doing with his carrier out here. Typically not something you want to do with Soban. As much as I hate to admit it, I love the Soban faction. I love Kith Soban in the lore, I love playing as Soban in the game, but their carrier is absolute trash in combat. It doesn't do anything. So you kind of want to use it as a support tool more than a frontline combat tool. Definitely you'll put all your power into defensive logistics. But I suppose that it can still tank quite a bit of damage, so I think that's kind of what Empty's idea was, to just tank damage, troll me with the armed logistics module, stun, and force me back, and he has done that successfully. So he's now just trying to camp their extraction zone. It looks like they were, I did miss that at some point, they were able to deliver their second artifact. And it looks like that was the one that rompafrolic was kind of camping over here. Oh, bad engagement for MooSah. He did not want to take this fight. There are now honor guard cruisers on the field, and look at this unit positioning. I love it. This is exactly what you want to see. You've got your honor guard cruiser and your heavy railguns sitting in the back, creating like this big field of crossfire. You've got your skimmers and assault railguns up front, and look at how much damage they did. MooSah had a dominant army up here, and they totally decimated that army. And now MooSah's railguns are totally out of position here. He has no LAVs, no AAVs. And again, rompafrolic is just going to capitalize upon that completely. But huge mortar hit. That was amazing. But as amazing as it is just not enough. MooSah's entire army is now gone. And rompafrolic is just dominating this side of the map. Really, really nice unit placement. And again, with this goddamn gunship, man. Fuck, this thing is just a pain in the ass. But again, more combat. So pretty much on this side of the map for like the next 10 minutes, this is all you're going to see. Empty is just going to try and dislodge my artillery, and my artillery is just going to try and dislodge his carrier, and it's just going to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so that's probably going to be pretty boring to watch. So we'll kind of just focus on the left side for now, because the fighting has been just savage over here.
Artifact extraction in progress.
It looks like everybody's kind of just staying with their same unit composition. Nice turret, again with a good turret, forward turret, but huge honor guard cruiser shot. And, you know, I gotta say, despite the unit count and the unit compositions being pretty even across the board, whoopsie, for both players. Each of these engagements that we're seeing are totally going in rompafrolic's favor, because look at his positioning. He's got the heavy railguns over here, the assault or the honor guard cruiser over here, a couple assault railguns and skimmers in the mid, and he is losing a lot of units, but he's able to handily take every engagement in mid here because of that superior positioning. So that's something you really want to watch out for in game. If I was him, I would be worried about MooSah right now because I know how MooSah plays. And look at the power upgrades that he's got. Oh, this is just terrifying. This is not what you want to see. Knocking on your front door, getting all up in your grill. A fully powered up carrier is bad news. And once again, just the back and forth on the right side. Neither of us able to dislodge the other. Empty's going to try and go for a bit of a backstab, but I'm going to be able to shut this down.
Friendly carrier taking fire. Friendly unit engaging hostiles.
Oh, and we have a microwave emitter. So that came all the way from the other side of the map from Empty. So he is now supporting rompafrolic. They really want to get MooSah the hell out of here. And nice response though. MooSah on top of his game. He was able to move the majority of his units out of the range of that microwave emitter. See how it just lingers on the field there? That's a real pain in the butt. And this carrier, man, very, very nice. So those are some interceptors from me. I decided to tech air. I think I had a pretty good command of the right side of the map with my artillery. I'm pushing through mid, my assault ships, and I sent a wave of interceptors over here to help MooSah out and dislodge rompafrolic by taking down some of those railguns. And now MooSah is pushing forward, and like I said, look at this carrier. This carrier is just gonna crap on everything. The thing that's so scary about the coalition carrier push like this is you're able to build all of your units out of your carrier. So you can just move in with your carrier, tank everything for days, crap on all these units, and be pumping out units at the same time. See, it's exactly what MooSah is doing. He's just continuing to produce railguns, and it can be so difficult to deal with that. What MooSah needs right now is some support cruisers. If I was him, I would build a couple extra support cruisers. So it looks like he's bringing one all the way over here, two, he has four support cruisers. So it looks like he's going to bring 3 of them. I would say he's probably going to put 2 with his carrier and leave 2 here for resourcing. And on this side of the map, I lost my entire army somehow. And again, what this will come down to is superior positioning and unit control. My unit composition of assault ships, missile ships, and siege cruisers pretty much just shuts down Empty Soul's composition, but he's been really good at just trolling me with his Soban carrier, pushing in, spamming armed logistics modules to chain stun my units, and then just spreading out his railguns behind it to single out each of my siege cruisers and just take them down. But I finally have production cruiser refinery mode, so I'm able to leave all of my production cruisers at home in mine and fight with my carrier. And now MooSah has a massive force, and it looks like we are gearing up for a huge battle. Again with the microwave emitter, but that one was a complete whiff. There are just too many AAVs here for these skimmers to be effective, but really nice railgun positioning up on the hill. Look at this. This is awesome. Totally what you want to see. And look at, they were able to just absolutely wreck all of those AAVs. But a huge cruise missile. I knew this was going to come anytime now. Oh man. Just savage damage. And now this carrier is just going to come in here and eat everything for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Nothing can stand up to this. Like, there isn't a unit that can stand up to this. Maybe like a battle cruiser or 2, but other than that, you need a carrier, you need honor guard cruisers, you need some bombers or something. But I like this. He's got an honor guard cruiser back here. These sand skimmers are pretty much useless though. I don't think he should send them in at all. He should just tank with his carrier and send his honor guard cruiser after the carrier. I don't think rompafrolic has the power necessary to go toe-to-toe with this coalition carrier because it is so powered up and spec'd out for combat. This fight is not one that he wants to take. But he does have railguns coming down here, so he should be able to even it up and hold his own. And now I'm pushing back out with all the missiles, all the Khaaneph missiles. I'm able to tank with my carrier and use the long-range missile system to just beat down his carrier. The Soban carrier cannot take the Khaaneph in a straight fight. It can't take any other carrier in a straight fight, sadly. And I really wish they would buff that. The weapons on it are just terrible. But MT has done pretty damn good, I would have to say. He's like been just such a bother to me this entire game. It's been really frustrating. See how he's just trolling with his carrier? He's just tanking everything. And now he has actually a ton of power. But it just, look at that. Even at so much power, it takes so many hits just to kill an assault ship. But I am in trouble, actually. I don't have any more units. As I'm here shit-talking the Soban carrier, it's kicking my ass. So, yeah, I'm in trouble. And rompafrolic's in trouble. He has been forced to flee. He's going to have to come into mid, but I feel like he has so many railguns. I don't know why he's building assault railguns. Perfectly honest. He wants honor guard cruisers and heavy railguns. Oh my. MooSah has a battle cruiser out on the field now. Let's look at this guy. Honestly, man, these things do not mess around. They are so scary. And it looks like we're finally able, due to MooSah's savage push, he has another nuke. Oh my god! Oh! That cruise missile! That was so money. Oh, that was so money. rompafrolic is in serious trouble right now. He is just, he's got to get the hell out of there. MooSah has dominated the left side of the map. This is allowing us to grab 2 more artifacts, so we're going to bring it up to a 3-2. rompafrolic just needs to get out of there, man. Move his carrier out. Do not try and fight MooSah. And again, I'm just dealing with this constant frustration, man. Look at this. So I got to commend Empty for his unconventional use of the Soban carrier. Really nicely done. And I'm just sitting here with nothing but a carrier, spamming missiles, doing a little bit of a backstab here to try and clean up some of these railguns, and that was successful. And it's also going to force Empty to take power out of his other systems and put some back in logistics. That'll allow me to get some more artillery on the field and push out. So just a constant battle on this side of the map. And what is he doing? rompafrolic, don't do that, man. Can't take this. There's a battle cruiser here. This is going to just eat this carrier for breakfast if he gets up to it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Look at that damage. Each of those shots, man. Oh, this carrier's dead. Yeah, rompafrolic's out of the game right now. I don't think there's anything he can do. Watch these volleys from the battle cruiser just take off massive chunks of that carrier's health. Oh, and it can eat railgun shots all day, man. He needs to get out. Like, don't fight here. Dude, get out. Is he gonna make it? He might make it, actually. I'm actually in suspense because I was busy fighting Empty and I didn't notice. No, but boom! The battle cruiser takes that out. And we have another... It's a giant whiff on a cruise missile. Man, MooSah loves his cruise missiles. I say, he rides that fucker to victory in so many games, to be perfectly honest. Now we have the lead with a 3-2, and it's actually now come down to 2 players versus 1 player. Like, I mean, Rompafrolic is not totally out of it. He still has production cruisers. He can still mine and just spam railguns out of these things. You know, and that's what I would do, and I've done that many times playing as the Gaalsien. Lose your carrier, just fall back with your production cruisers, spam railguns and sand skimmers, and just support your ally. If he came over here with just a ton of railguns all of a sudden over this field, you might be able to just, or I mean over this dune, you might be able to just kill my carrier, right? And that's something that I've done quite often. But it looks like this is going to be the final battle here. Some nice positioning by Empty. He's got his support cruisers and his railguns far in the back, and again, he's just trolling with his Soban carrier. But now I have another siege cruiser. I mean, I think I've lost 5 siege cruisers at this point in the game. A bunch, anyway. As you can see, I have like no units. This has just been constant. I'm streaming units onto the field. And this is the final battle. MooSah is now just trying to swing around the north side of the map and clean up everything that he can. Try and kill their economy. And look at these railguns, man. They are just pounding these assault ships. A couple of really nice Khaaneph missiles there.
We have located an artifact.
What level is this on? Okay, so I've got it on level 4. So the range and the rate of fire is pretty good, and I have 4 missiles. You can see they are just going to absolutely destroy all of these railguns. And I know that I can tank damage. I have some power into repairs. I can just tank with my carrier. And I have 2 siege cruisers. This is going to be the end for sure. There's nothing they can do at this point. So let's watch this battle in full cinematic glory. And a cruise missile from halfway across the world. That was brutal. A couple more missiles. That carrier is going to go boom. Team 1 takes it with a pretty crazy game. I gotta say, that was a ton of fun to play. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I did playing it. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, then go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. Come back for more. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.